The Garden of Gethsemane, a place of peace, a place of prayer, it's where Jesus often went to commune with his Father. But on this night the stillness was shattered. Judas, the betrayer, arrived with a detachment of soldiers and temple guards. Their mission, to arrest Jesus. Imagine the scene. The disciples, confused and fearful, huddled around Jesus. The flickering torches cast long dancing shadows. Then, a scuffle broke out. One of the disciples, Simon Peter, drew his sword. He aimed for the head of the high priest's servant Malchus. The sword found its mark, slicing through the night and severing Malchus's ear. The night erupted in chaos. The soldiers moved to seize Jesus. The disciples scattered into the darkness. In the midst of the confusion, a single act of compassion would pierce through the violence, an act that revealed the boundless grace of Jesus. Peter, impulsive and fiercely loyal, saw his master about to be taken away. His reaction was instinctive, visceral, and immediate. He drew his sword, intending to protect Jesus from harm. Perhaps he envisioned a daring escape, a fight against insurmountable odds. But violence begets violence, and Peter's actions only escalated the situation. We can understand Peter's heart. He loved Jesus deeply, he wanted to defend him. But Peter acted out of fear, misunderstanding Jesus' true mission. This was not a time for earthly battles. Jesus, the Prince of Peace, would not be liberated by swords and shields. In the heat of the moment, Peter failed to grasp the spiritual battle raging around them. He allowed his fear to cloud his judgment. His love for Jesus warped into a dangerous zeal. His actions, though well-intentioned, ultimately hindered rather than helped. In the midst of the chaos, Jesus remained calm, his presence a beacon of peace in the turmoil. Even as Peter's sword found its mark, striking with force and intent, Jesus' focus never wavered from his purpose, his eyes set on a higher calling. He calmly rebuked Peter's violence, saying, "Put your sword away, for all who draw the sword will die by the sword. Shall I not drink the cup the Father has given me?" he questioned, his voice filled with resolve. Then Jesus turned his attention to Malchus, the servant who had been struck. Bending down, he gently picked up the severed ear, his touch tender and deliberate. With a touch, he healed the wound, restoring what violence had taken. Imagine Malchus's astonishment, feeling whole again. One moment he was facing down a band of disciples, his life in danger. The next, he was experiencing the divine touch of the very man he had come to arrest, a moment of unexpected grace. This act of healing transcended the physical, reaching into the spiritual realm. It was a testament to Jesus' unwavering compassion, even for those who sought to harm him, a true reflection of his divine nature. In healing Malchus, Jesus demonstrated that his mission was not to engage in earthly battles, but to bring a message of peace. His goal was to conquer hearts with love and grace, showing the true power of divine compassion. Section 4. Grace for the Aggressor. Jesus' healing of Malchus was a profound act of grace. Malchus, after all, was part of the group that had come to arrest Jesus. He was an enemy, an aggressor, yet Jesus showed him mercy. He met violence with healing, hatred with love. This act challenges us. Do we reserve our kindness only for those who are kind to us? Or do we, like Jesus, extend grace even to those who oppose us? This miracle in the Garden of Gethsemane reminds us that God's love is limitless, unconditional, and available even to those who seem least deserving. Jesus' actions in the garden that night were a living, breathing sermon. He taught us that true strength lies not in retaliation, but in forgiveness. That true power is found not in wielding a sword but in extending a healing hand. Section 5. Malchus's unseen journey. Scripture doesn't tell us what became of Malchus after his encounter with Jesus. His story, shrouded in mystery, leaves us with many questions and few answers. Did this miracle of healing plant a seed of faith in his heart? Was he forever changed by that divine touch? Did he, upon witnessing the crucifixion and resurrection, become a follower of the way? We can only speculate, as the scriptures remain silent on his fate. Perhaps Malchus, forever marked by the divine touch, carried the story of that night close to his heart. Maybe he shared it with those he loved, or kept it as a sacred secret. Maybe he became a silent witness to the power and love of Jesus, observing from the shadows, yet deeply moved. Or perhaps the memory of that night faded, lost in the mundane routines of life. Did he return to his old ways, or did he find a new path? Regardless of Malchus's ultimate response, one thing remained certain: he encountered grace in its purest form, a moment that would forever be etched in his soul. He came face to face with the divine and lived to tell the tale, a tale that, though untold, speaks volumes. His story reminds us that Jesus' love can touch even the most hardened hearts, and that sometimes, the greatest miracles are the ones that unfold quietly within. In the silence of our hearts, we find the true essence of faith. Section 6. Grace that reaches us today. The story of Malchus is not just an ancient tale. It is a narrative that transcends time and space, reaching into our modern lives with a message that is as powerful today as it was centuries ago. It holds profound relevance for us today. The lessons embedded in this story are timeless, offering wisdom and insight for our contemporary struggles. We too live in a world often marred by violence, division, and fear. Our daily lives are filled with challenges that test our patience, our faith, and our compassion. We too can be quick to judge, quick to condemn. In moments of anger or frustration, we may find ourselves acting in ways that we later regret. Yet, the message of the Garden of Gethsemane echoes through the ages. Grace reaches everyone, everywhere. It is a reminder that no one is beyond redemption. No matter what we've done, no matter how far we've strayed, no matter who we are, Jesus' love is available to us. His grace is a constant, unwavering presence in our lives. Like Malchus, we may find ourselves on the opposite side of grace, opposing the very one who offers us salvation. We may feel unworthy or distant from divine love. But even then, Jesus extends his hand, offering healing, forgiveness, and a love that knows no bounds. His compassion is limitless, reaching out to us in our moments of need. The story of Malchus is a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in our darkest moments, even in our worst mistakes, we are not beyond the reach of God's love. It is a testament to the enduring power of grace. He sees us, knows us, and loves us unconditionally. His grace is a gift, freely given, and always available to those who seek it. Section 7. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect to experience the love of Jesus. You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to earn it or deserve it. In fact, you can't. Jesus' love is a gift, freely given to all who will receive it. Like Malchus, we may find ourselves wounded, broken, and in need of healing. But in those moments of vulnerability, remember the Garden of Gethsemane. Remember the touch of Jesus, restoring what was lost. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. His grace is sufficient, his love is boundless, and his arms are open wide. Come to him just as you are, experience the healing touch of his grace, and discover that in his presence you are complete, you are loved, and you are home. If you found this message encouraging, share with someone today.